Hey everyone, welcome back to the new episode on Bite to Health. I am Dr. Anandu Vijayan, your host, and today we are looking at a tropical favorite through a completely different lens. Today we are discussing about how coconut water affects your oral health. Now, when you think of young green coconut water, you probably picture yourself on a beach or having one after an intense workout to replenish your electrolytes. But what if I told you this exact same drink must just be one of the nature's most potent hidden tools for oral health? I know it sounds wild. We are used to synthetic blue mouthwashes and high-tech toothpaste. But three fascinating dental studies recently crossed my desk and they completely changed the game on how we look at coconut water. We are talking about removing away plaque, fighting off aggressive oral infections, and a trick that can literally save a tooth that is being violently knocked out of your mouth using coconut water. Let's break the science. Let's start with the everyday enemy, dental plaque. We all know that dental caries, otherwise known as cavities, happen when bad bacteria throw a party on the surface of your teeth, forming a sticky film of plaque. We usually fight this mechanically by brushing or chemically with mouthwash. Well, researchers decided to see if young green coconut water could step up as natural chemical control. They took a group of 44 people to study and measure its impact. The participants had their plaque level tested using a standardized matrix called the Personal Hygiene Performance Method. Then they gargled with just 100 ml of pure young coconut water. The results were stunning. Before gargling, the group's average plaque index sat at 1.31. After gargling with coconut water, it reduced all the way down to 0.47. The secret weapon here is lauric acid. Pure coconut oil is naturally packed with it. Lauric acid has a unique antimicrobial profile that disrupts the bacteria trying to stick to your enamel, making it incredibly difficult for plaque to build up in first place. But the benefits go way deeper than just rinsing away surface film. A second study took a literal magnifying glass to the exact chemical and mineral makeup of coconut water to see exactly why it works so well against serious pathogens. First, they looked at the mineral composition. It turns out coconut water is a matrix of essential elements. It contains potassium, magnesium, calcium, sodium, iron, manganese, and zinc. But more importantly, the researchers detected heavy hitting plant chemicals like saponins, alkaloids, and steroids. In nature, plants use these compounds to defend themselves against invaders. Inside your mouth, they do the exact same thing. The researchers tested this mineral and chemical cocktail against two major oral villains using the agar well diffusion method. The first was Candida albicans, a nasty fungus that causes oral thrush. The second was Lactobacillus acidophilus, a bacterium that is notorious for producing the acids that can cause tooth decay. When they introduced coconut water to these microbes, it created a massive zone of inhibition, essentially a dead zone where the microbes couldn't survive, ranging from 13 to 25 millimeters in diameter. The antimicrobial effect was completely concentration dependent, meaning the purer and more concentrated the coconut water, the harder it reduced the dental decay. The scientists concluded that these bioactive compounds are so effective they should be isolated and integrated right into modern oral care systems like toothpaste mouthwashes. Now, this last study is probably my favorite because it deals with a genuine dental emergency. Picture this, you are playing a sport or riding a bike, you take a hard fall and boom, a tooth gets completely knocked out. In the dental world, this is called an avulsed tooth. If this ever happens, the clock is ticking. Your main goal is to keep the tiny living cells on the root of tooth alive. These are called periodontal ligament cells. If they die, the tooth can't be successfully replanted by the dentist. For decades, the golden rule has been to put the tooth in a glass of milk or a specialized medical solution called Hans Balanced Salt Solution or HBSS while rushing to the emergency room. Well, a comparative study using 50 fresh extracted human teeth decided to throw coconut water into the ring. They let the teeth dry out for 30 minutes to stimulate a real world accident and then submerged them into 3 different storage media: milk, HBSS and coconut water. Using a specialized cellular assay to count the living cells, the statistical analysis showed something incredible. Coconut water kept significantly more periodontal ligament cells alive and healthy than both milk and medical grade HPSS solution. Because coconut water is naturally sterile, perfectly balanced in nutrients, and isotonic to human tissues, it acts as the ultimate biological hyperbaric chamber for the damaged tooth. So, the next time you walk past coconut water in a grocery store, remember you aren't just looking at a refreshing beverage. You are looking at a plague busting, microbe fighting, emergency tooth saving powerhouse. Just make sure if you are using it for health benefits, you look for pure green coconut water with absolutely no added sugars. That's all for the episode of Bite to Health, and catch you all next week.